Attention passionate Baltimore Ravens fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Baltimore Ravens' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Baltimore Ravens fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS, and Baltimore RAVENS fans. Let's get to the news all right, Ravens Nation. Sit down because what I'm about to tell you could shake up the entire AFC North and maybe even the entire AFC. Rumors are swirling that the Kansas City Chiefs are in talks to trade one of their rising stars in the secondary, Trent McDuffie, to Baltimore. Now I know what some of you might be thinking. Wait, the Chiefs trading away one of their top defensive backs. That sounds crazy, right? Well, hold on tight because the details are pretty intriguing, and this move could be a game-changer for the Ravens' defense and their overall playoff chances this season. Sources close to the situation, including Diana Rossini, are suggesting that the Chiefs are ready to part ways with McDuffie in exchange for a first-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. It's a bold move, but one that makes a lot of strategic sense for Kansas City. The Chiefs are sitting at 7-3, and while their offense led by Mahomes is still explosive, their defense has been a bit of a roller coaster, allowing over 200 points in just 10 games with a total of 201 points given up, and with 14 turnovers forced, their defense has been good but not great, especially when it matters most in tight playoff battles. Now, what makes McDuffie such an attractive target for the Ravens? Well, for starters, he's a young, rising star with a lot of potential and a proven track record of locking down receivers and making big plays. McDuffie has been a key piece of the Chiefs' defense in 2025, with impressive stats that showcase his versatility and ability to perform under pressure. This season, he's accumulated 28 solo tackles, 10 assists, 38 combined tackles, and even chipped in with a sack and an interception. His PFF grade is a stellar 84.3, putting him among the top 8 cornerbacks in the league. He has an 88% coverage rate and an EPA per target of -0.20, meaning quarterbacks think twice before throwing his way. His ability to break up passes, force separation, and cover like a pro makes him a perfect fit for the Ravens' defensive scheme. And let's not forget the context of the current Ravens secondary. With Marlon Humphrey sidelined with a finger injury and Rashad Bateman out with a knee injury, the secondary has taken a hit. Trading for McDuffie would not only bolster the depth, but also add a dynamic playmaker who can adapt to multiple coverages, especially zone. His style, a zone coverage specialist who hunts for big plays, complements the Ravens' defensive philosophy perfectly. This could be the piece that elevates their pass defense from being good to elite, especially against high-powered offenses like the Steelers or Bengals. The trade would also have a significant impact on the division. The AFC North is known for its physicality and defensive battles, and adding a player like McDuffie could tip the scales in Baltimore's favor. The Ravens already have a solid defense, but with McDuffie's addition, they could see their opponents' passing yards per game drop from around 25.6 to under 24, and their overall yardage allowed per pass down from about 7.0 to closer to 5.9. That's a huge boost, and it translates into more wins, especially in those close games where every yard and every turnover counts. Now I want to highlight how McDuffie has been performing this season. The young cornerback has been a revelation for the Chiefs, a true pro bowler in the making. He's already accumulated 140 total tackles with 45 assists and has been a consistent force in coverage, allowing only a 32% rate of contested catches. His yards per target are just around 6.4, and he's forcing separation on receivers by about 2.1 yards, which is elite for a corner. His physicality and ability to play both man and zone coverage make him a versatile defender who can line up anywhere on the field. In terms of career trajectory, McDuffie's stats are impressive. Over his career, he's totaled 140 solo tackles, 45 assists, 5 interceptions, and 3 sacks. His injury history has been minimal, with just 9 games missed, which is impressive for a player of his age and physical style. His ability to stay healthy and perform at a high level makes him a valuable addition for any team looking to solidify their secondary for the long haul. His PFF career average grade of 82.6 and a passer rating allowed of just 68.7 underscore how effective he's been in coverage. Plus, his metrics in 2024 with the Chiefs show he's only getting better, with an EPA per defense increase of +1.0 and being considered an all-pro contender. For the Chiefs, this move makes sense from a cap perspective as well. They're sitting on about $26 million in cap space for the future, and trading McDuffie could free up around $12 million, which they could then redirect towards their offense. After allowing over 200 points in 10 games, Kansas City might prioritize fixing their defensive issues by investing in younger talent or addressing other needs along the defensive line and linebacker core. They're focusing on their offense, especially after recent struggles, and really leaning into Mahomes' extension and the championship window that's still wide open. From the Ravens' side, acquiring McDuffie sends a clear message. They're serious about competing not just now, but in the long term. Their cap space at around $13 million gives them some flexibility to work with, and adding a player like McDuffie could be the missing piece to elevate their secondary into one of the best in the league. Their pass defense, currently allowing 25.6 points per game, could see a significant improvement. This move would project the opponent's passing yards per game down to around 24, and their passing efficiency would take a hit, making it tougher for opposing quarterbacks to pick apart the secondary. The potential impact on the Ravens' overall defense is enormous. With McDuffie's presence, the unit could see a boost in turnovers, with projections indicating an increase of about 11 turnovers forced over the remaining games. His ability to break up passes and force separation would help limit big plays, especially against top receivers. This could translate into more third-down stops, a higher red zone efficiency, and ultimately more wins. The Ravens' zone coverage, which has been effective but not quite at the elite level, could become a nightmare for quarterbacks. Their third-down percentage could drop from around 41.2% to closer to 36%, and sacks could increase by about 16 thanks to improved pass coverage and more creative blitz packages. In terms of playoff prospects, adding McDuffie instantly boosts the Ravens' chances. Their Super Bowl odds, currently around +4,000, could move dramatically in their favor. Some experts suggest their odds could improve to +1,800 with McDuffie's addition, a huge leap, especially if he performs well in the playoffs. His ability to cover the deep threats, like Higgins or other top receivers, would be a massive advantage in high-pressure situations. With snow and cold conditions expected in M&T Bank Stadium, having a corner who is physical, disciplined, and capable of shutting down the opponent's best options is crucial. McDuffie's presence could turn a team that's been good into a true contender, capable of making a deep playoff run and challenging the league's best. Now, it's important to mention that the Chiefs, while cautious about losing a key player, are also looking to optimize their cap space for future moves. They're confident in their current roster, but see the value in trading McDuffie for future assets that could help them sustain their success beyond this season. The decision isn't just about this year, it's about maintaining their competitive edge for years to come. The Chiefs are cocksure at 7-3, but they're also aware that their defense needs fresh legs and new energy. Trading McDuffie might seem like a gamble, but for the Chiefs, it's a strategic move to keep their offense primed and their cap flexible. For the Ravens, this potential trade is like hitting the jackpot, an opportunity to acquire a player who can immediately elevate their defense and help them contend for a Super Bowl. The AFC North is already intense, with teams like the Steelers and Bengals fighting hard, but with McDuffie's addition, Baltimore could solidify their position and push for that top seed. They've already shown resilience this season, bouncing back from injuries and tough losses, and adding a talent like McDuffie could be the final piece to make this team a true powerhouse. Imagine a Ravens secondary featuring McDuffie, Humphrey, and other young talent like Bateman coming back from injury. Opposing quarterbacks would have to think twice every time they look downfield. That's the kind of boost that could turn the tide of games, especially in the playoffs where every possession counts. The Ravens already have a solid core, but with a player like McDuffie, they could become one of the most feared defenses in the league, capable of shutting down the best passing attacks and creating turnovers at crucial moments. And let's be honest, Ravens fans, we love a good underdog story. This move, if it happens, would be a bold statement from the front office. We're all in, and we believe this team has what it takes to go all the way. The addition of McDuffie would not only improve their chances this season, but also set a foundation for sustained success for years to come. It's about building a team that can compete with the best, adapt to the ever-changing NFL landscape, and make noise in the postseason. Looking ahead, the AFC playoff picture is shaping up to be a battlefield. Teams like the Bills, Chiefs, and Bengals are all fighting for supremacy, but the Ravens could soon be in the mix with this kind of upgrade. A defense that can neutralize high-powered offenses, combined with Lamar Jackson's dynamic playmaking, makes them a dangerous opponent. Plus, with the potential for improvements in third-down defense, red zone efficiency, and turnovers, Baltimore could be the team to beat in the second half of the season. In conclusion, if this trade materializes, it's going to be one of those moves that everyone remembers, a bold, strategic play that signals the Ravens are serious about contending now and in the future. McDuffie's youth, talent, and versatility could be the missing link that propels Baltimore into that elite category. Fans, get ready for an exciting stretch. The Ravens are making moves and they're not done yet. Stay tuned because this story is just beginning and you won't want to miss what's coming next. And now, Baltimore Ravens fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to US and TO, the Baltimore Ravens. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Baltimore Ravens news.